What is up, everyone? The 25th Genius here is back with another webtoon review. This time it is about, the Tower of God. So, with addition to this review, also tomorrow, I cannot wait. I've already queued it up. The anime premiere of Tower of God is happening. It's definitely happening in Japan. I'm getting it on a TV station. I can't wait to watch it. It looks so good. It looks really clean. I'm very, very excited. If you're a big fan of the entire series and you've read the webtoon for a long time, then you would definitely appreciate a masterpiece coming into anime form. So I definitely can't wait. I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely going to talk about it, maybe even try to upload it on my channel. Fingers crossed, maybe. But Japan has a lot of restrictions, so I'm not really good at that type of thing, but I'm going to try my best anyway. But anyway, the anime of Tower of God is coming out. It's called Kami no To. Sounds so good. And really quick about this anime is that I really like how they're going back to like old Bam and old Quinn, because honestly, the characters, and this is a really good thing, but the characters in Tower of God are not the characters that you've met like 6 years ago, which is great because it really just shows how advanced and how developed those characters have gotten over the years. But they're definitely none of the characters that you have met in the very beginning. They still have their personalities, which again just is a great key of character development. But as the original characters, they are no more. So it's really good that the anime is going back to the roots, to the floor of test, to Kuhn's trickery, to Bam's meekness. Like, all of that is going to be very enjoyable to see in anime form, and I really, really can't wait to see how the anime adaptation comes out. I highly doubt it's going to be a disappointment because the source material is actually really good and very well thought out. That to really mess it up is, I truly wouldn't understand. But hey, there are many adaptations before that have been butchered, so fingers crossed that this won't be the butcher. But yes, definitely check it out. If you're a big fan of Tower of God, please check it out. Expect videos about the anime series each episode. Yeah, with that being said, let's get into the main review. So we're going to be talking about episode 472, which is episode 55 of season 3. So we're already past the halfway point, and honestly things have been good in terms of the development of the characters with in the show. So one, I really want to talk about Quinn, because we begin the story with Quinn and their plan to basically have Quinn go back to his original form, which he actually warns Quinn that he may not like him in his original form. And this is why I really like Quinn, because Quinn is just very resourceful, but he's just very merciless into getting the results that he wants. He's very sly, he's very cunning, he's the fox of the entire series, and it's actually amazing. He's so intelligent, he's so sly, rather than using blunt strength like Bam. But see, Bam is also very intelligent as well, and that's not taking anything from Bam. I just like how in their group Quinn seems to lean on more of his brain than he really does with his brawn, even though he has the ability to compete with even the highest of regulars within the Tower of God. It's really just nice to see an intellectual person really just calculate and plan things out. And that's basically what's going on in the beginning, is that Quinn and Quinn are basically planning to make sure Quinn comes back to his original state, which is white. So for all those who don't know, or you're just watching this review for the first time, Quinn is merely the name of the most dominant person of the 5 spirits. So Quinn is part of the Ari family, one of the 10 great families, which basically was a clan of beautiful swordsmanship. In attempts to surpass his father, he had his brothers, which were 5, agree to be chained to a spell that would form them into absolute power. So this culmination of the Ari family members is called White. White is a merciless slayer of fuck, by the way. So he's a fuck slayer, and actually he's one of the top 100 slayers in his prime. He's still weak as crap. He's a very weak character. Don't let my introduction trick you. He's super weak. I promise you. And he basically terrorized the tower for several centuries until one of the Jihad princesses finally decided it was time to get rid of him and make him atone for his deeds. So Halcon was defeated and he lost a lot of his power, which I guess his punishment was to just have his power stripped away from him, because he's always looking for power to make sure that he is completely whole. Now, after he loses his power, he goes to the Hell Train, and he uses the Hell Train as food to build up to his power. However, one of the regulars knew how to seal Halcon, so she sealed his will within the train at the cost of her own life. So the beings were split into 5. And the most dominant one, again, is just called Halcon. So again, Halcon and White are basically the same, but it's just if Halcon had his full power, he would be White, and White doesn't have his full power, so he is Halcon. That's pretty much all about White. But I really do enjoy the scheming, because it just shows how low that Quinn will go to get what he wants, which again, I think that's just an amazing character, especially for a series that is so high on morals and how people really just stand their ground. It's realized that Quinn is just staying ground to, well, the trash that we know that he is, but we love him nevertheless. Now, we get into the fight with the Wild Dogs, Yama, Baylor, Paul, and Doom. And they're fighting one of the Anima branch leaders of the Libopai, which are masters of Anima, so they can control these animals. And there's really not much to really say about this fight, whereas Paul is going to transform in order to give them a fighting chance. And I personally have no problems with this, actually, and this scene was really fine. But I really do like the fact that Paul really wants to help out, and he really wants to contribute, and he wants to fight at the best of his abilities. And it was recommended that he doesn't transform because he lost control last time. Nevertheless, Paul still wants to do it in order to beat the person who made fun of their family, which again, I think is really good, very calculated, very amazing, but it just sucks that it happened as such in an opportune time. So then finally, the main thing I do want to talk about in this series, in this episode, is Bam. Bam, again, is just not the character that you've met 8 years ago. He's just not. Trying to compare him with old Bam is impossible because they don't even look the same. They don't even act different. And Bam is getting more and more comfortable with his role as a Slayer and with his role as an irregular, which I think is the most scariest point of all, because the fact that he wasn't aware of who he was gave him more empathy when people were being murdered. But the more he becomes himself, I do have to worry that is he going to lose himself, or is he going to lose his psyche? All actually very good things here. So Bam is looking at all the dead bodies, and he's upset because he doesn't like killing and he doesn't like people dying. But nonetheless, in a big war, they are just dying by numbers, and it really shakes Bam up. However, he does the most unexpected thing for me. He walks away. And again, I just really think, I'm sorry, he doesn't walk away. So instead of walking away, he doesn't walk away, and it finally accepts the fact that he's doing all this for his benefit and for the benefit of the entire war. So with that being said, again, there's really not much that he could say or he could do. Nevertheless, he sees the pain, he sees suffering, and then he pushes on despite everything. And I really think, again, this is an amazing, strong, and powerful character who can put through everything. And Bam definitely has been through the trials over and over and over and over. And it has not been fun for our little fuck Slayer candidate. So it's really good to see these touching victories, because they will be able to help you and your life. So that is my chapter review of Tower of God. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, but also make sure you leave a like and subscribe to social media. If you like this video, there's a Discord. Can't wait to check it out. With that being said, I'll see you next time.